We are there again! Hello, people. It's online again, yeah. Wax. I think we can go right into the pools. Yeah, we are unmuted, I think. Oh. Wait. Yeah, probably the audio lane is broken.
Uh-oh.
At this point, valid comment.
You guys see you now?
Why is it on eternity?
Yeah, we're good now. We're good now, I think.
We also hear the game?
Yeah, I can hear Eternity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are starting.
Hey everybody! Welcome to Showcase. Sorry we're late. Technical difficulties. But the pool has been released anyway for you guys. Semifinals started now. Due to some IRL complications we couldn't start yesterday, so we're doing it now, but some of you have already gotten exposure to the maps already, so don't want to take too much. Your poolers here, Kaito. I'm joined here by a streamer host, Laika. Hello, Laika.
Hello.
Guys,
Okay.
let's not make it awkward and only say hello. Let's say I shit the bed and let's make it awkward. And then proceeds to.
Okay, yeah, it's Laika. Thanks again. I'm also joined by one of our players here, Stuffs. Okay, hello.
My name is Tofzogu and thank you for letting me join on this awesome pool where I can show my definitely most honest opinion without trying to spoil my scores.
True.
I haven't played the pool yet. I wouldn't.
And I'm also joined by Zito. Oops, scene change, but it's okay. Hi, Zito.
Hello. I am no longer the live reaction. Hello.
Yeah, true. Zito has now entered the pooling team after his great effort in his elimination in the previous round, and he's here to assure more quality maps get out. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into our No 1 here. Sorry for the delay already. We're just gonna go right into this. We have here an OWC, not a guess difficulty actually, it's still mapped by Moth. But this is a lower difficulty on one of the OWC Hard Rock maps in our No 1 slot. This is Kokoro ni Kumo o Motsu Shonen by Sunny Day Service. Once again mentioned earlier, this is a Moth map on the same set. And it is a very sort of aim hybrid map. A lot of different types of aim here. There's a lot of aim control. There's also your generic jumps, but it's a bit more awkward in terms of spacing and adapting to the map. But it's pretty consistent in its uptime, 194 BPM, so a little on the higher side for most No Mod 1s, especially because it's more awkward. But there's a lot of different types of aim. Lots of triangles, lots of patterns, back and forths. Flow sections, but yeah.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of tapping required for this map as well. I think there's a burst, like a little bit further in as well.
Yeah, there's a little burst check before the bridge after the second chorus, I believe. I don't remember exactly. I have the song on repeat on my Spotify, and I still don't remember where the parts are.
Huh.
GG.
But it's also to mention, I'm pretty sure if you guys have watched the OWC pool reveals, you'll know how much the staff team also likes this song, and I'm no different. The song is super good, by Sunny Day Service. A little bit of a throwback to the summer times that we just passed now as we enter, for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, just entering the winter season now.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
So some good throwbacks. Yeah, it's freezing over here. What's the temperature for you guys right now? Who's got snow?
I think it's
I have
11
snow.
degrees for me.
-8 degrees.
I
Oh,
should
yeah,
be
yeah.
more
You know, it's just
northern than than Laika here, but we had
Yeah.
15 degrees today.
Yeah, we had 18 today, but it got down really quick.
Yeah, currently it's 14 for me.
Oh,
So it's also on the cooler side, but
Oh.
I mean, as you know, I think you definitely have it the worst here at minus.
Minus 8 degrees.
Yeah, I don't think see minus Celsius in quite a while. GG. But yeah, this song's so awesome. I love it.
it's so chill.
Yeah.
Also, a little mention, if you haven't watched that stream, they do mention this song is also on the variable timing side, but with hit sounds from, I believe, Mathy, or timing from Mathy, yes. It was timed for more of a playability, so you're not going to notice too much of a, like, sort of like an accuracy shift in terms of like when the notes are timed. It was made for the more playability side, so if you are really, really nitpicky, it's like ever so slightly off, but it doesn't really affect the accuracy. But yeah, we're going to see more of the more stamina draining tapping part of the map, as well as the different types of aim. So there's a lot of like short wiggles, lots of flow checks, some of these patterns that you would see in like some harder types of aim maps. But yeah, there's like some few squares, some flow checks, and back and forths right here.
I mean, that pattern you just saw on stream, the back and forths, absolutely awful to play.
Yeah, thankfully it's at like the last 50 combo of the map, so well, that's definitely going to just divide some people who can actually hit that. But yeah, thanks Faith for the replay. Back at it again for our Nomad 1s. Let's move on to Nomad 2 now.
Faith replay here, 99.7. Not
Okay.
surprised there.
I actually think that's missing one combo, but we don't talk about it.
Staff chat talking about how I should get a match cost for commentators of 3.0. sounds about my effort into the stream right now. Yeah, before we start the normal 2, what BPM is this?
210.
Instant.
You love
hater.
to see it. It's my stamina speed map. Speed in quotes because it's not that fast, but also like speed gap. So have fun. This is the stamina pick of the pool. 3 1/3 minutes and 210 BPM. Very long bursts. Something you would probably usually see in a Noma 5 as well. But due to our pool balance, this would have to be the main tapping focus of the Nomad pool. So we have put our sort of like a hybrid between like Nomad 5 speed as well as like the stream-ish type thing. So there's more focus on the stamina here.
A cool Nomad 5 and a Nomad 2 in one slot, guys, and call it Nomad 2. Am I right? Anyway.
Am I right?
I'm just a high BPM hater. I'm sorry. Map looks like
I think stuff is speed gap, guys.
definitely on 210, but also I gotta say this map looks like literally the same as the normal 2 from what was it, round of 16, except well, a bit more break sometimes on the slide.
There's a lot of longer sections of more intense stamina draining, as well as a little bit more of like the larger downtime sections. So you get a little break around like the 2-minute mark, but most of this is just crazy burst control for quite a long time. Definitely more stamina draining than that round of 16 I we had before.
So for the teams who can definitely play 210 or are still in this tourney that can play 210 BPM like this, I mean, this is just a free map for you to pick in your next match.
Yeah, I also will notice that for a speed map, this is on the longer side because the main focus would be that stamina, so it's about 3.5 minutes of this. There is a small jump section in the middle. It's not too crazy. But it's a little bit of an aim
jumps in the normal too.
It's this section right here.
You call that
not that long. Yeah, I know. It's not that long.
Come on, those aren't okay. Well, maybe a little bit, but that's
Speed one tricks are gonna not like that.
who one trick speed, bro, in the big 2025.
True, we one tricks anything in the big 2025. You guys gotta get good. Get good at everything.
By the way, almost missed on the aim, and that's why you're Vani cool. And you only play DT in Mappool. So why are you on normal 2, bro? Get out.
Crazy. But as mentioned earlier, this is like the sort of speed and stamina pick of the pool. A little bit of a hybrid of like a Nomad 2 and a Nomad 5 you would usually see. But most focus would probably be leaning towards that Nomad 5, as this is much more higher DPM.
Guys, have a stream now.
Let's go.
We have a stream.
No delay.
Anyway, Twitch chat saying fuck you stuff and calling out Vaniku, but meanwhile I won't let this go unnoticed. Flower would not accuracy this higher than 80%, being a speed May. Anyways, it's all good, bro.
That's crazy.
Shots fired.
That's actually crazy.
Oh, a bit of a flow control at the ending there.
Yeah, there's a little section of a 1/3 stream. Something you definitely pay attention to.
Not side read,
but nothing too
for an FC for sure.
Yeah, not slightly friendly. If you listened to the song before, it should be pretty expected. So maybe one playthrough and you guys will know.
Song is a banger, map is meh. I mean, for pool balancing cases, sure, but not what I would love to see on a normal 2 personally.
Don't worry, you'll get your streams elsewhere. But thanks again, Vaniku, our resident speed merchant. True. And let's move on to Nomad 3 now. We're gonna follow a little bit of our trends we had for the round of 32 here. This is King Mokusei by Kuja with vocals from Ado, for those of you J-pop fans. This is the official song, so.
A 6-digit replay, Pog in chat, guys.
Golden TM with our swing map replay. If you guys were already sick of having a swing map in every pool, here's your swing pick. More focused on the snap aim this time instead of the doubles rhythm. There's a little bit of all patterns with like longer sections of 1/4 or 1/3, sorry. But more of the focus on the snap aim control here.
Getting a bit of cursor dancing, as you do.
6-digit view, yes, Golden TM, let's go. But yeah, new replayer spotted, Golden TM joining the replaying team as of this last week and setting a good score on this Nomad 3 here. But to harp on the map a little bit, this CS4 AR9 OT8 a little on the easier side for accuracy wise compared to some of our previous swing picks. And also it's super short. It's like 700 combo, 2 minutes of drain. So you don't get that much time to recover, especially a map that's more note dense compared to our previous swing picks. Also a banger song, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta say, I played this map, actually, one of the only maps I fully played from the pool. This and the normal 4. This map definitely on the easier side.
Yeah, try not to deal with sort of too hard finger control on the swing, so much more focus on the snap, but I mean, snap alt generally is more comfortable for a lot of the players compared to like flow alt or flow aim based stuff, so definitely would be on the easier side for
personally.
I'd say
I would have loved to see this in the quarterfinals and have that like turned around, like the quarterfinals normal 3 here would have felt a bit more star rating logically speaking, or otherwise maybe have this as like your hidden 1 or hidden 3. I think that would have been a more.
But hidden 3 last time was swing, yeah. So can't do that again. Don't want to repeat things too much for you guys, so you're just not playing the same map but harder every single round. But yeah, that was King Mokusei. Thank you, Golden TM, for that replay. Welcome to the team. Looking forward to have you for the last few weeks here of the tournament. And we're gonna move on to Nomad 4 now. So like you also probably see in OWC, this is an original from the 2023 World Cup. This is Fauna by ZXNX. Sort of a speed tech map of the pool, because the Nomad 2 being not as focused on sort of speed bursts. It's more on the stamina side, so to balance out a little bit of having some kind of speed and a little bit more tapping in the Nomad pool here. opted to something that's a little bit higher BPM while still having the focus on sort of slider tech. This one, compared to the other previous Nomad 4s, this was more close to Heliosphere, where there's a lot of focus on the slider ticks, as well as more aim control required compared to just pure slider aim. But also to mention the BPM requirement, you guys have to be able to burst at 220, which there aren't very long bursts, but yeah.
Kaito, if that's still fine with you.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Your focus on slider ticks on this map, they feel, it's not mistimed, but they feel off compared to the say Nomad 2 from the quarterfinals, for example. Like, you have a bit, for me personally, it feels like you have a bit more room to hit them, rather than you have to like straightforward tap on and hopefully you don't suddenly miss on one of the sliders. It does still feel like slider tech though, which I don't know how that goes in one sentence, but I said it. I don't really like the normal 4, but that's more because the song doesn't feel like a banger to me, but the map is, I think it's a good normal 4 for this stage. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, this one definitely more straightforward in terms of slider ticks compared to Heliosphere last round. But there's a lot of more control required in understanding the pattern, especially because the way the DMB was mapped was not as straightforward to like maybe something like United or like Words I Never Said, one of those more like well-known stream-ish DMB maps.
That's a stream.
So yeah, those are stream maps exactly. But even though it was following a DMB rhythm, it's much harder to understand. But this one, not following that sort of rhythm and going in towards like a rock, like a half rock, half metal type map, a lot different rhythms to understand here and play a bit better into the way the map was structured.
Anyways, back to firing out and lashing out to Twitch chat and our replayers. Why the fuck is Chaos replaying no mods? Go back to Hidden 2, bro.
Yeah, Chaos covering once again. Here we are. We're going to see another Chaos Emperor replay train. But thank you again for that replay on Nomad 4. Let's go to Nomad 5 now.
Speaking of reading, I had a quick peek at the main sheet. Guess what it says in the description?
It's reading.
Ryptonite speed Nomad 5. However, with it also being mixed into Nomad 2, that also works.
I would have just loved to see this slot pulled on the Nomad 6 and just have the Nomad 2 and Nomad 5 separated. But hey, look, I don't know what's on Nomad 6 actually, so I'm curious what you have decided to pull there. But anyway, speaking about this Nomad 5. At least this is a doable one, not like the normal 6 from
quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Where we dialed down the difficulty of our Nomad reading pick, especially because we've had a lot of mixed opinions about difficulty for those non-gimmick players. So something a little bit more accessible to a lot more players, especially on Nomad. If this was on Hidden, this would still be too hard. Because it is AR7 still, so you still have to have a good amount of comfortability on AR7. But the patterns are much more readable. And don't require as much like aim control, so to say, compared to our previous picks.
A very chill song. I can say that.
Oh yeah, to mention the song from the start, this is Good Kid's cover of the Lofi song. I forgot to say her name. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, a really good rock cover on that original here. Something you've probably seen quite a bit as a trend from like the late 2022 by Good Kid here. But yeah, mapped to reading this time. For those of you reading players, you'll see Xcores again. Xcore is always putting out super high quality reading maps. And we have opted for another one here.
Oh, almost a misstep from Chaos there. Funny. But yeah, the reading expert here. I don't like those delays. What's that square, by the way?
Read better.
Don't.
But yeah, this map is definitely the easier side in terms of practicing. If you're comfortable on low AR, this won't take too many tries to really understand the patterns here. A little bit of a BPM slowdown there for that last slider. Hopefully you don't break on that. But yeah, anyway, that was our reading pick. Thank you again, Chaos Emperor, our reading resident, for that replay. And we're gonna move on to No Mod 6.
This is funny.
Funny map. We got
People are
funny map
saying
here.
This is funny. I don't know if I can.
I still need my preview, but anyway.
Yeah.
Please.
Let's just show the No Mod 6 anyway, while we get that sorted out. But this is for those of you who are liking last round's DT3 and then the round of 32 No Mod 5.
It's
Oh,
precision.
they can't see the map. Uh-oh, spoilers.
There's no map.
No map. Anyway, yeah,
yeah.
Evil Fantasy. Pretty dread. Rossman got hands, for real.
CS 7.42, so it's going to be a bit more intense than your normal Hard Rock 2.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome
Back to precision, No Mod 6 we go. Anyone talking about that CS8 map in round of, what is it, 32?
Round of 32.
That was almost CS9, dude, 8.8. This one's more mechanics focused. There's a lot of slider ticks, actually, and a lot of slider aim. So more focused mechanically.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, definitely more focused on slider aim as well as ticks, especially in the longer sliders you're about to see here. But yeah, CS7 precision, AR 7.9, so a little bit easier to read, even though it's low AR. A lot more focus on the snaps.
Comment in chat saying, watch out for the echo drop at the end.
Oh yeah, that did happen. But yeah, mechanically more challenging than the round of 32 precision maps. It's more in line to the precision pick we had last round in DT3. But still super high CS, almost CS8 here. And we got some of the slider checks there.
Sliders. Oh.
Yeah, hit those ticks, guys. Also to say, this map is really short, so be careful.
We have to balance out the map length, guys. We put in a 1 minute No Mod 6.
Yeah.
Also, this guy swears a lot. Holy crap. like literally 80% of the lyrics are just like the same 2 swear words. That's crazy.
Wow, you finally noticed.
Anyway, yeah. No Mod 6 precision. Thank you, Chaos Emperor, again for another replay, number 3 now. And let's go to our hidden pool now. Same structure as last round. We still have 3 hiddens, 3 hard rocks, 3 DTs, etc.
3 mods.
Oh, yeah, we do have 3 free mods now. You guys get 1 more map. But anyway, hidden 1 now. But yeah, we have Koei here. It's a Ferocious map featuring Senzai. Another collab you usually see Ferocious do, especially with, I think, usually it's like Senzai or Aitsuki Nakuru in terms of vocals. But this one's a Senzai pick. And yeah, it's a lot of consistency focused here. So a little bit to combat the No Mod 1, which is more awkward. The aim here is much more straightforward. Still not perfectly like generic aim. There's a little bit of awkward angle in terms of like mapping style. It's like there's a few wide angle jumps, but mostly focus on the consistency between like node to node jumps. But yeah, Laika, I believe this was your pick. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I played it once, and I felt, and also my duo who also played a match with me, we felt like this map especially was a very good pick for a hidden 1, as it's very easy to trip up on some sliders, but the map still gives you that awkward aim you mostly see on a hidden 1. So yeah, just felt like it was a good pick for that slot, so I tried my best to push it into the pool.
Yeah, this one has a really good mix between your generic, like small angle aim as well as some awkward patterns. So it's a really good hybrid between the both, as well as a little bit of tapping. So not to slack on some 190 BPM bursts and stuff like that. So definitely more on the consistency side for maps, especially with the length too, 3.5 minutes of drain.
Laika to quiet. R.I.P.
Oh, GG. Anyways, like I was saying, played it in a match, found it was a good balance for our other aim maps in the pool, and here we are.
It looks like your most definite consistency hidden one. I'm sure this will get picked a lot.
No, RP to the SS. Anyways.
Rip SS. Yeah, because this is hidden ones.
Whoever's phone just went off, boomer. Notification sound. Anyways.
Bruh.
Oh, another one, bro. Turn that shit off.
Do not disturb. You're in the middle of my Osu commentating session.
Who's commentating for real? But anyways.
True.
Speaking of, I think this map looks, except for this part you're watching now, fire.
Bro sees one slider and just implodes.
I don't know. I prefer sliders and slider aim over. That's just my person.
Well, people like tech? No way, guys.
No way he likes tech.
No way.
What?
Tech is not gambling anymore? Actually, it's 2025. What am I saying?
Bro, whoever made this stat sheet, I'm just looking over it besides the Mappool. Why am I on like free mod 1 on Sweets now? What happened? I swear these guys are this sheet is so fucked.
Oh, that's me. Lock you in. But anyway, thank you, Chaos Emperor, Hidden Merchant, as well as our Reading Merchant. Another Hidden 1 replay. And let's go to Hidden 2 now.
It says you're with Virtue on No Mod 1, and it also says you're part of High Expectations.
Yo, this guy's multi-teaming. Ref, get him. Ref, stop him.
Team, bro.
Stop
I'm the
him.
only player on Ming Feng Miao on free mod 2.
Stop him.
I'm
Oh
such
my
a
Anyway.
team, bro.
He's just soloing.
Hidden 2 now, also by Chaos Emperor replay. Thanks again. But to combat the No Mod 5, as well as another map you will see down the line,
Why do you have a Beyonce song here?
yeah, we have a low AR aim map. So we still wanted to test the low AR skill sets that you would usually see in Hidden 2, but this one is barely reading focus. There's a few stop and go patterns where if you're still uncomfortable in AR8, you cannot play it without practicing. But a huge focus on the pattern aim for this map. Yeah, we'll also lower BPM compared to everything, so the aim's much wider. 160 BPM, 166 to be exact. But yeah, lots of wide spacing, lots of wide angle. A few bursts, but I mean, if you can read AR8, they're not going to trip you up at all. It's more the aim.
What did Vatsmi say there?
Yo, he's putting shots fired at me, but this guy made the shoot himself. Look at the mirror, my man.
Wow, I don't think he can look in the mirror to see stink lines, but
Juno reverse card.
reverse. But anyway, yeah, lots of aim. It's a lot of aim. There's a few reading patterns, like something you're seeing here, where there's like stacked doubles into like overlapping triangles and squares and stuff like that. But I mean, if you can beat AR8, the only challenge is hitting the aim here. But yeah, low AR aim.
Not really much to say.
Yeah, there's not much to say besides it's low AR aim for 3 minutes. Yeah, another reading pattern you guys saw there with the stop and go triangles. And as we start to see more patterns pick up here in the last, or the second to last section here. The aim really picks up after this break here. Need a little bit of a build up and then even more awkward aim. So also like a little bit of like a mechanics check for some of like the reading players on some of these rosters, who are just more focused on understanding like reading patterns, stuff like that. There's a little bit of mechanics now in terms of aim. But yeah, there's some squares there, a lot of wiggle patterns, ladders, stuff like that. Oh, I forgot there was a second break. Oops.
Just a second break on Hidden 2, guys. Nothing
It was like
Chaos missed on it as well. Like he misacted on the like initial pattern. But I mean,
Yeah.
what are these jumps, bro?
Oh my, the ladders. Look at the hourglass ladder.
Oh. Triangle.
Triangle of Doom. Yeah, lots
Even
of
our reading
patterning.
guy missed on it. I mean, this should say
Okay, yeah,
enough.
Chaos Emperor is aim gapped.
Nah, this
Chaos Emperor is actually
overcooked,
aim
bro.
gapped.
Hell though, this is overcooked and admitted. That ending is fucked, bro.
But yeah, awkward aim. AR8s. Thank you, Chaos Emperor, for that replay. Let's move on to Hidden 3.
Let's see you try and take this away.
Whoa, it's more OWC. Who could have friggin' guessed? But yeah, we have Showdown here, one of the first customs for OWC this year, by Memo Demo, who is now a featured artist. This is just basically a generic flow alt. Some of the alting patterns are much longer. I think you can get up to like 8 notes or 8 circles in terms of alts. But it's pretty generic flow alts. Slider 8 velocity is a little bit faster than something you probably expect, as well as the CS being a little bit higher. It's CS 4.5, so a little bit more requirement on the flow aim accuracy.
And
here.
already smelled like the breaks and the notes and the slow sliders. Yeah, look, there's already one. Oh no.
I do not know many people who are hitting that.
You'd be surprised actually with how many people like alt player maps. But yeah, more focus on flow alt, little bit of tech, like a very small amount of slider aim. So as long as you just adapt to the higher velocity, you can adapt to it. There's a little bit of rhythm checks actually with the style of song, being mapped to like the sort of like the sort of saw wave melody that you're hearing now. Yeah, also a little bit on the shorter side. I think pretty average for tournament standards, 2 minutes 30.
That sounds more like the average map length. I actually like this map. It looks fire.
Yeah, Memo Demo with an absolute banger, and of course AJ Mosca, always consistent in at least our 6-digit alt maps. Always expect good quality of this. But yeah, this map set, I believe, is actually ranked already. So no changes to be expected because it's not a pending map, unlike our Nomad 1. But I spoke to Moff and he said there wouldn't be any changes until they could fix certain timings for the other difficulties, as well as getting another difficulty on there. Don't quote me on that because that was all speculation from him. But yeah, this one is fully published already, so no big issues here with this map. It's just a matter of can you play flow alts and a little bit of slider aim. And here's a little bit of slider aim section there to harp on that. But I mean, flow out players, you can play it on hidden. Should be a pretty comfortable pick for you guys. Definitely on the lower side too for star rating. But yeah, thank you, Chaos Emperor, for the hidden pool replays, number 6 now. Then let's move on to our hard rock pool now. Once again, 3 maps. We got a pretty suspicious title. Don't worry about the translation of that. But this is a Sekai cover, I believe, of a different song. I don't remember the name of the producer. But this is a sort of like alt aimish map, if any of you have looked at the sheet already and seen the notes for this map. Definitely more on like the sort of snap aim you would see in like a snap alt map, but it's not quite alt. It's, I think, 219 or 217, sorry, 217 BPM, because it's 108.5 times 2. So lots of aim control.
Replay, by the way.
True Mega Hamburger now with the hard rock scores.
I had to
You usually shout out all the replayers there, but yeah, new one again, one of the more newer, at least submitters for replays. You've seen them before in the quals in the round of 32, but the small break of not getting some replays now back for our Hard Rock 1 here. But yeah, this is sort of like an alt-ish pick. Lots of focus on the snap aim control that you would see in like a snap alt level 3, but lower BPM. So a little bit wider spacing in terms of like aim control. Hence why it gets named alt aimish, because you could technically single tap a lot of this if you can single tap 217.
I think my teammates are gonna be single tapping this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of single tappers for it. It's still in that range, but there are a few like 1/3 bursts you should be aware of.
Like that
Can
one.
catch you on guard, yeah. Which like those, you catch you off guard if you're sight reading, especially on this AR-10.
Who side reads semifinals though? Let's be real.
I mean,
Round of 32, round of 16. All right, bro. You're
More
gonna get
practice
away with
picks.
it, but I mean,
I should have put more practice picks in earlier rounds. Grr. But yeah, lots of aim here. Mainly focused on the snap vault and the ki. Where it really starts to pick up compared to the more downtime parts in the first sections.
I will say
But yeah,
this Mappool, unlike others I've seen, it does have at least like a solid amount of aim picks, or at least more aim-centered picks, which I don't mind personally.
yeah, this is sort of like an aim and alt hybrid. It's not quite alting, but it's also not like generic aim. It's like aim control you would see in a No Mod 3. So pretty interesting pick here to spice up the Hard Rock pool. But yeah, thank you Mega Hamburger for that replay.
Burger replay. Alright,
Burger.
final map, and I will be I'll take it over from you here, Kaito, for the Hard Rock 2.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Let's see what we have. I haven't seen this map, by the way, so give me the stats at least. The CS, the AR, well, AR-10 of course, but OD
It's already
and the
10.
BPM.
Yeah, here we have a pretty generic precision pick, I'd say. A little bit of sliders, like a slight amount of slider aim, and a little bit of awkward aim, but something pretty standard out of precision pick. This is Femi Spreejaw, singing Nameless Heart.
Right.
You have to correct me where I found this series from. All I know is Femi Spreejaw is from a what was it? It's like Brazen
wouldn't
6
be able
Hours,
to
I
tell
believe.
you.
I don't remember the exact series. I think that's the translation of it.
Currently, it looks
yeah.
very generic. There's some triples, there's some slider aim, but nothing to be like worried about or get to the edge of my seat. But it's only the first 20% of the map or so.
Yeah, we haven't even heard the chorus section, where the aim really starts to pick up here. This one's more of a downtime section compared to the rest of the map.
Did he just say the aim picks up? Another aim pick? What is happening in this map?
Aim in my Hard Rock 2.
Oh, that looks funky. I'm watching stream, by the way.
Yeah,
and
like we still need preview, but anyway,
Oh man.
aim Hard Rock 2.
Laika finally starting to commentating. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean it was my pick. I pulled that
oh,
one. And I
wait,
feel
you
like,
pulled this?
Yeah.
All right, why did you pull this? Give us an honest
I was-
Laika here.
Well,
Map good.
well, yeah, was mostly the same reason with the hidden one. It was also the same pool we played these two, and I especially loved this map, and I wanted to pull it in any of these rounds that we have decided to put in semifinals. So yeah, I especially like the song. Not even that much on the mapping part. I feel like it's more of a chill map and still a challenge for some precision players, as there are some more snappy aim parts.
I
So-
actually think now here's a hard take, and here's where I'm gonna get shouted at by everyone. But this is more of a Hard Rock 1 than a Hard Rock 2, if you ask me.
Me when aim is not Hard Rock 1. I should have put Hard Rock 3 and Hard Rock 1 to be honest.
I have no clue what Hard Rock 3 is like, but like this, I mean, I love the pick myself. Not that I don't like Hard Rock 2 slots or Hard Rock 1 slots more than Hard Rock 2 slots, but this map's kind of fire. Maybe, like from a perspective, it's semi-finals. it looks easy when you look at this from like just an on-stream perspective. Like, oh, this guy can hit it. But I feel like these jumps are gonna be like terrible to play personally. I feel like there's gonna be many misses by everyone on this.
Yeah, this is a little bit on the higher side. We're just sitting at like 176 BPM jumps. So if you guys remember the qualifier with Hard Rock 2, that was 170. A little bit faster and a little bit more awkward and less straightforward compared to that map.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's FC from whoever replayed this. I don't know if it's this
I
anymore.
wonder who that is. As you don't know, there's a little bit of a staff collab going on with having some T kind of like T names, I guess. So I think you're gonna have to correct me on who replayed that.
Oh,
I
I
believe it's
think
Mega
it's-
Hamburger, because that's their name on Discord. Yeah, so a little bit of a name change there.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you again, Hamburger, for that replay. Let's go to Hard Rock 3 now. So if you're wondering where the Nomad 2 is, I take the Nomad 2 and I put it in Hard Rock.
Psych. That's the wrong slot. All right.
True.
So you sounded
Yeah,
like
so
you
we were
making
watching
the
the to comment on this pick here, we were watching the scores for the Fremont 1, specifically on the Hard Rock players. There's quite a bit of a difference between the players who could actually play Hard Rock streams and then those who are forced to sort of tank on that mod and just hope their teammates can score really well and hit in a no mod. So we tried to balance the actual structure of stream maps for Hard Rock so that they're not too challenging. So actually this one, after Hard Rock, a little bit lower SR compared to the Fremont 1 on Hard Rock, sitting at a 5.4. And the streams are not as flow control heavy as that one. There's still the generic, flow aim that you would see in a Nomad 2, but it's more straightforward and consistent in terms of like distance spacing and like flow angles and stuff like that. So just mainly to focus on like the flow consistency for stream pick, but still 170 BPM streams because you play this in a Nomad 2. It's just Nomad 2 but with Hard Rock, so a little bit tighter on the accuracy, a little bit tighter on the flow.
It's just normal too, guys. With Hard Rock, what are we complaining? It's semifinals, am I right?
Exactly.
I think.
But yeah, for your stream players here, would be a little bit interesting spicing this up, see how well you guys play on Forced Hard Rock. Or you could just ban it, I don't know. I think there are other maps that you should be banning.
I disagree. I think yes, there should be other maps you're banning, but I think this map is gonna be banned quite a lot.
Protect Hard Rock 3, guys. Stop protecting Gimmick. But yeah, pretty generic streams. Once again, it's a little bit easier than last round on Fremont 1 plus Hard Rock. So a little bit more of a consistency test for you guys.
I feel like I have heard it sometime.
This
Yeah,
map
yeah.
song in general is quite repeatedly mapped for
Yeah.
streams and custom Nomad 2. So we have Zetsu's diff here. I don't remember which tournament it was from, but slapped Hard Rock on it. It's more comfortable than a lot of the we looked at so many stream maps for Hard Rock 3 to see which is like the most comfortable and more consistent and not so awkward like the Fremont 1, which had a lot of flow changes. So opting to find the most consistent pick, and this was by far the best option in terms of playability. Yeah, I hope to see some good scores on this one for those of you who want to challenge yourselves on the Hard Rock streams with OD10. But yeah, thank you, Mega Hamburger, for another replay actually.
It was chaos.
Oh no, it's Chaos Emperor. Never mind. Oh, that was Mega Hamburger.
It was a Chaos Emperor replay because this guy apparently doesn't just play hidden.
Wow, he got Hard Rock scores. Insane. But yeah, good PFC on that. Let's go to DT pool now. I got 3 DT maps to show you guys.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys, but I'm gonna diddle, skedaddle, skedoodle.
Yeah, see you stuff. Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, thanks for the 40-minute delay. If only. No, it was fun.
Oops.
I'm gonna try to practice some of this pool, and I'll see you guys in match. Well, not you.
Yeah, good luck with your match this weekend.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Okay, as he departs the call here, we're gonna join our DT pool now. We got a League of Legend. Wow, I would play the soundboard. I have no idea how loud it is. This is a Arcane song by Marcus King Sucker, but DT'd. So we're also gonna start venturing into the high AR picks now. We have a AR 10.1. It's not actually 10.1. It's 10.07. So not exactly that high AR. It's a little bit higher than 10, obviously. Wow, I can do math. But yeah, we have a very, very wide aim focus. Almost a little bit of slop. It's pretty easy to hit. It's a lot of focus on acute angle and a little bit of sliders to spice up the aim direction a little bit. But yeah, pretty generic DT1 here. Starting to venture into the high AR territory. And we got some punk rock here. Arcane's actually good, guys. You should watch it. And I don't even play League.
Yeah. So I feel like it's more simple-sided DT1.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't have exactly like a pure like generic aim pick in the pool, so this is your pretty generic, aim, like very easy to hit aim. Lots of focus on acute angles, as I said earlier, and generic wide spacing, except with DT.
Especially from what we have seen in the other pools, I feel like this is one of the easiest loads.
Yeah, we're definitely good to see a lot of high scores on this compared to like our GT ones before that have been like awkward aim or more awkward or like nostalgic old type aim or like aim and burst. There's like 2 bursts in here that you should be worried about, and they can trip you up with a higher AR if you're not ready for them. But it's ultimately not something you should like worry about, like, oh, this is too much of a tapping pick. The absolute main focus of this is by far the jump aim. Actually, yeah, DT1, banger song too. Dead Inside. Yeah, thank you, Mega Hamburger, for our DT1 replay. We're gonna move on to DT2 now, featuring the most overpooled DT2 in existence. Wow, it's WWW by Kiji Bada with vocals from Hoshimiya Todo. You've seen this before.
Oh.
Yeah, speed. It's speed, yay!
I have to look at chat really quick.
Oh! Not gonna lie, I forget which one we pulled.
Let me look really quick. Which one was it?
Oh, underneath my skin.
Oh!
Yeah, Gyarados had a difficult difficulty on our Fremont map from qualifiers. So hi,
It
Careless.
was like 4 years ago.
It was like 4 years ago. That's crazy. Yeah, welcome in. Great map there on that difficulty.
Yeah, I liked it. Especially, I think many people like the Kumuk one in voice, so...
Except on Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Except on Hard Rock.
I played with Hard Rock, so I can't really complain.
I thought it was fine.
A very good map.
Actually, Kairos, I believe we do have another one of your guest difficulties somewhere. I want to double check really quickly for you.
So you know.
Oh, no, we don't. Someone else. Someone else with care in their name. But yeah. Anyways, back to Mappool. It's speed. Wow. Laika pick speed. for DT2. You're never gonna believe it.
I mean, the map is good, even if it's overplayed.
Clown song, the goofy song. Like something like circus type map. Or song, rather. But yeah, 240 BPM, PS3. Not a big aim focus or flow aim check. Yeah, thank you, Vaniku, for that replay. Let's go on to DT3 now. Let's get to a song for 6 kids to play. That's crazy. Something also not usually hit on in these sort of 5-star pools here. This is Little Goldfish by Marika. Don't mind that drain time. It's totally not 5 minutes before DT. But this is a very interesting pool. We've talked about this a lot as the pooling team. This is a sort of like a tech hybrid. There's a lot of control tech, a little bit of awkward aim, a little bit of like slider aim as well, and a few ticks. So it's like really, really hybrid in terms of like tech, but it's also really high AR. It's just 10.13 specifically. So AR 8.7 before DT. So much higher and more awkward in terms of like understanding spacing on this map. So a little bit challenging for just the map style. And there's a few bit of like doubles and like finger control that you should be aware of that are really hard to read if you're not used to high AR. But for those of you who play a lot of maps, even if you do, with pooling something that's like high AR like this, you don't want it to be too straightforward, or else most people can still play it. That's why like for like our quality T1, even though it was AR 10.2 and it was supposed to be a big challenge, those people who could play high AR were scoring basically FCs on that map, besides a few burst checks. But this one's a lot more technical in terms of mapping style, so much more challenging to really understand patterns. And hence why it's only, I believe it's 5 stars after DT, like just barely over 5 stars. But yeah, and it's quite long actually, as I mentioned earlier, 5 minutes before DT, so 3 minutes 40 after DT. So definitely the longer side in terms of DT mapping. But yeah, chill song gone technical. Yeah, as Chaos Emperor mentions in chat, do not be deceived by this SR. If you're not used to this mapping style, especially on high AR, this map will trip you up.
Also a very chill song. Even on the
You say chill song and it's like giga high AR and also OD9. It's like devious. It's almost OD10 actually. OD 9.8 after DT. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about putting a map like this in our DT pool because it's something that's not usually tested, especially with maps like these being just generally too hard to understand. The higher star rating you go, or the higher AR you go. So this is probably one of the best options in terms of testing something definitely more technical and unconventional for a DT slot. Like you don't usually see too much like tech in DT or slider aim in DT. But yeah, a little bit on the longer side, a few repeating patterns that the song likes to reveal. And definitely shows more of its colors during the key eyes here with a lot more control patterns, some overlaps, and these fish sliders. Can you get a fish emoji? Where's my cooked fish emoji? And there we go. But yeah. I'm actually still impressed with the fact this is still an FC.
Yeah.
This map is quite difficult, especially how draining it is on your eyes.
Oh yeah, it looks it.
But yeah, Little Goldfish by Marika. There's actually a storyboard for this one, so it will be interesting to see that elsewhere. But it's pretty simple though. But thank you, Vaniku, for a DT replay. That's not a big deal. It was not that much of a storyboard.
And
Vaniku
now...
aim player. True, he's playing aim.
Yeah.
Vaniku aim player.
And now...
But yeah, free mod now. Laika, you want to introduce this map? I know this is definitely an artist bias for you.
Yeah, this artist is in my opinion, one of the best to ever get mapped into O's. And
Yeah,
overall
definitely.
in music.
For sure.
It's a 2U map and a very good one.
We love our 2U maps.
Not only from
Yeah,
the
we have
song.
finally some 2U in our pools. Love to see it. Wow. Let me see it. This is Shuten no Sakigaru Tsuru Nanaba. I forget the translation of that. It's been quite a long time. Let me see if my Japanese is still...
It's something with a bus or something.
No, the bus is the other one. That's the 240. It's like something beyond the endpoint, I believe.
Yeah.
Shuten no Saki means beyond endpoint, I believe. So like something beyond an endpoint, if there was something beyond the endpoint. I don't remember the localization. That's just off my memory. I also don't fluently speak Japanese, so don't rely on me for that. Yeah, true. We have our density aim pick of the tournament. So really high BPM to combat that, as well as being AR9 before Hard Rock. This is a Hard Rock replay, so you won't really see too much of that. It definitely would be easier for those of you that get tripped up by node density, especially with some more like awkward patterns, and like really high amounts of nodes back to back. Definitely would be benefits to take Hard Rock here, but this is CS 3.8, AR9, and OD 7.8. So yeah, lots of focus on the 230 aim.
Yeah, this is definitely a fun map. Even in like hidden or no mod, I thought that this was a really fun map as well. Like,
true, banger song, banger mapping. But yeah, lots of control on these aim patterns that you're seeing here. Some like little bits of flow, little bits of snap control, wiggles, and stuff like that. But we'll trip you up on Noma if you're not comfortable reading this high density, as it is still 235 BPM aim. So even higher BPM aim than the DT2, although less focus of the spacing and more of the pattern density. But yeah, 2U map. A little bit of speed check there with that 230 burst.
Maybe those who know, we may see some more 2U maps in the future.
Those who knows.
please.
Oh, these patterns are so awkward. I forgot about these.
Definitely not impossible on hidden or no mod though. Like, like this
Yeah, it's
map,
not like it's like AR 8.5.
yeah, this map with that density is definitely slightly Hard Rock favored. However, I feel like hidden or no mod is also just fine.
Yeah, those of you more comfortable hidden players that can read this node density, I'm sure, well within your comfort level. But yeah, thank you, Mega Hamburger, for our Hard Rock we play on our Fremont 1 here. Let's jump into Fremont 2 now. A little bit of an old head throwback here. We got some retrowave. This song's actually not that old, but obviously in the style of retrowave. Sort of synthwave, like 80s synth pop, retro pop, stuff like that. This is a song produced by Guiano, I believe, with singer Isekai Jocho, a singer you commonly see a lot on the ranked beat map listing. This is Tsuki, or Moon, for those of you who understand a little bit of either Chinese or Japanese. But this is sort of like a reading anti-mod of the pool. So like there's a very obvious structure of reading. So this is kind of like your second reading pick to combat the hidden 2 being like aim focused only. Even on no mod and reading and hidden, there's a lot of focus on these like confusing patterns you're seeing right now. And on a Hard Rock, even though it is AR10, you get a lot of readability back. It's still a little bit positioned as well. It still has that reading structure. So a little bit of like maybe unexpected like overlap notes in terms of like these patterns and stuff like that. But yeah, 3 minutes of reading. Oh yeah, and there's a slider, like a little bit of a slider jump scare there in the Ki sections. So a little bit of a fast style you should be aware of, but I mean, if you play it once and you understand that that happens at the start of the Ki, I don't think it will get too many people off besides miss aims.
We love our miss.
We do love miss aiming, but yeah, lots of focus on these reading patterns again. So to showcase that for you guys, we have a no mod replay here by Chaos Emperor to show just how this plays in no mod and how you can expect to see it on Hidden and Hard Rock. Just imagine it.
We've seen much of Chaos today. Like, he had a good time playing this pool.
Lots of picks today. We did have a little bit of a scramble actually to rebalance basically the entire semifinals pool. To tone down some difficulties, some of our more technical picks, as well as buff the general aim that you see. So,
Oh wow, toning down.
scrambling to get a lot of what was that?
Oh wow, actually toning down the pool.
Insane! It's not a 5.7 pool, guys. You're welcome. But yeah, Nomad really showing off how dense these reading patterns are. Retrowave is such a good era of music. Oh wow, that pattern's super dense. Holy. Yeah, reading replay by our reading player on the playtesting team, Gas Emperor. Back at it again. What is that now? 7 or 8?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, something around there. So thanks again for the last minute scramble. Get replays out. We're sure you guys will have more time to get more thoughts on the pool for in the future.
And now,
But yeah, that was our anti-mod, our reading anti-mod.
yeah,
We're gonna go to our final free mod map.
which is a very interesting map. It's Sputnik 3.
Yay! It's Sputnik. Wow. As if you weren't already tired of OWC. This is the fourth one now?
The fact that
think so.
replay has like
What?
96 AC is kind of concerning.
Yeah, it's Sputnik. I don't know what else to say besides it's Sputnik. It's Rhythm.
I definitely would say this is one of the more scuffed maps on the pool.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, very dense on Hidden, being AR 8.7, and obviously Hard Rock Rhythm. But definitely shorter than the Rhythm pick we did have in round of 32. Just under 3 minutes in length compared to that. But it's also OD7, so a little bit easier actually for the no-mod players compared to that previous pick we had. But I mean, if you've played Sputnik, you'll know just how polyrhythmic this map gets. Next time I'm learning how to smell colors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now do it with HR. This map is scuffed on HR.
Yeah, definitely a combo game on Hard Rock.
It's true.
99 act here. What happened to the rest of it?
Where's the act drop? I'm just waiting for
Yeah,
it.
where's the act drop? I'm waiting for it. But yeah, to get a little bit more alt into this pool, we have a rhythm pick and free mod here. We were actually debating quite a lot of having Hard Rock swing, but I mean, comparing the two types of maps here, especially with like an IL map, much harder on Hard Rock for the swing pick than the than this rhythm base pick, where it's challenging, at least for both mods, to understanding the rhythm. So yeah, actually to harp on what Takura said, yeah, it's not even OD10, it's OD 9.8 after Hard Rock. But obviously still a challenge because it's Hard Rock rhythm.
Yeah.
So we have like
these are
no
good
mod
with-
hit sounding issues, we have hidden readability and no lock issues, and then we have hard rock hack issues.
I'm gonna predict 100% ban rate.
You'd be surprised at people who could do well in rhythm. There were some really good scores for the No Mod 3 last week. And this is definitely along those lines, although a bit more heavy on the rhythm.
You don't.
Also, it is flashlightable.
It's true.
Those of you that want 2 no mods.
True.
Okay.
But yeah, that's gonna round out the majority of the pool here. Our free mods are done now. Thank you, Chaos Emperor, for a great score on that.
All right, time for 3 tiebreakers.
Yay.
Yes, I saw that in chat somewhere. That was.
I don't remember the flashlight multiplier. You're gonna have to correct me whatever that is. But yeah, we have tiebreaker now. Absolute Cinema. Oh wait, no, it says Frontier. Okay, it's Absolute Frontier by Kid.
It's absolute something, all right.
This is one of the more consistency-focused tiebreakers. There's still quite a few tech elements, but definitely more focused on the tapping and aim.
I will just look up what flashlight is again exactly.
While we're sitting for 5 minutes in this TV.
Flashlight
They should
is
renew it to Absolute
1.2.
Cinema.
Flashlight is 1.2 multiplier.
1.2. I think it's worth. Especially if you can't play Hard Rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, TV time. Consistency TV. Oh, besides that slider jump scare. This song is super good though. I love this song. But yeah.
5 minutes of drain time. Was eternity
Just hitting it for 5 minutes.
longer?
Average TV.
I think Eternity was longer in terms of drain, yeah.
Yeah. Same with Sky Fracture.
Sky Fracture was an absolute banger. This is your tech section, wow.
And well, maybe we'll see the tiebreaker again in the show match. And maybe in some
Maybe
other
as if
matches.
the rest of them haven't been scripted as hell.
Yeah.
They what? They were.
We are not beating the scripting allegations, dude.
Next up, someone's gonna forget to close Google Docs. Like,
No, the ref's just gonna start kicking people.
yeah.
Like mid lobby, it's gonna be like a show match kick if someone's winning too hard.
Chaos Emperor is doing really well. MP kick.
Disqualified.
Yeah,
the
MP
other
kick.
two. Don't let them play. I feel like, especially with the show matches, now that Banku is one of our new hosts and also the show match organizer, I feel like he did a great job with the last organizing for quarterfinals.
Oh, but these sliders are crazy. What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, these are insane. What? Okay, this map was much harder than I thought it was. Holy!
Kaida, why are we trolling the map pooling?
Okay, in my defense, I didn't pull this. I am not on TB duty. I have never been on
That's what they all
TB duty.
say.
Trust me, Zido, it gets harder. Especially the next 2 rounds.
No, next round
Yeah, the
TB is
next two
crazy.
rounds. Yeah, the next 2 rounds are meant to be harder, though.
Yeah.
I mean, but even then, they're hard maps.
I mean, by far harder. Not like a little.
Yo, Chaos, in my defense, I don't look at TVs. I am terrible at judging TVs.
All right, watch me just the pool eternity again.
Do you get a custom diff for another U map or something like RPG? That'd be cool. Yeah, we got a jump section here, a little bit of slider aim now, as we hit to the more up tempo parts of the song. Not actually the up tempo genre, but you know what I mean.
In this server are insane.
Whoa.
Oh no, that's where he misses. No way.
GG.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So he hits the text section. That's insane. But yeah, to Harvard the replay. Chaos Emperor number 9 now.
What the
Thanks so
fuck
much
is
again.
Sliders? Kaito, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is a 2. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me, guys. I swear.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, to comment on this replay, super awesome score from Kason, but a little bit fortunate with that 2 slider break, but this is a 0 miss replay. So shout out to him again for being so consistent on these tiebreaker performances. But yeah, absolute cinema, absolute frontier here. That's gonna round out our semifinals pool showcase. So thank you to everybody for dropping in and sitting here, listening to us yap about this pool, even though some of us already gotten experience on this pool. But yeah, that's gonna round things out. Like Azia, any final thoughts about the pool or any certain maps you like?
Not really. I feel like
Not really any final thoughts either.
mostly the gimmick maps, especially the ones that are mostly aim, as I feel like this pool is more on the aim side than on the stream side of pools, and especially the free mods are interesting, and maybe we will see some of them in the show match and or in some official
Yo,
matches.
by the way, we're DQing you guys if you ban free mod 1.
I will.
We just DQ you guys.
Yeah.
Trust
Instantly.
me. Trust me, I will pick it. If I have the chance, I will pick it.
We're DQing anybody who bans free mod 1. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. Thank you, Laika, for streaming and hosting and commentating. Thank you, Zidio, for joining me now as a part of the pooling team on the commentators deck.
I know, no things.
Wow. We'll see you guys this weekend. So good luck on your matches. There'll be a show match to happen sometime before the weekend, so you guys can get a little bit of exposure to how these maps play out in a simulated lobby. And
It's
also
not
just
scripted.
to chill out. Yeah, that's totally not scripted or
Totally
anything.
not scripted.
Yeah. But yeah, we're done here now. So good luck this weekend. We'll see you for that show match.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.